Hello, in today's video we're going to be talking about a rather weird Beatles album. We're going to be talking about the first Beatles album in America. So if you like this channel and you've seen my short, I actually mentioned this as one of the rarest Beatles albums I own. This one is an American copy, so some tracks are also tracks from their first album, but I thought I'd make a video explaining what makes this possibly so rare and so unusual, or unusual is not the word I'm looking for, but what makes it so different compared to other Beatles albums. So obviously in 1963 the Beatles released their first album over here in Britain, Please Please Me, and with the Beatles, which is their second album, still released 63. But in 1964 I'm pretty sure they released this one. Now obviously, first fact out of the way, obviously you will know that this is the same album cover as with the Beatles, but this is called Meet the Beatles. The first album by England's phenomenal pop combo. So yeah, the only difference with the cover is this is a bit bluer. I'll show you what I mean. Right, well obviously here is with the Beatles, we see it's mainly grey tone. And then we move over to Meet the Beatles, we can see it's in a bluer shade and obviously different text at the top. But it's with my Capitol Records and we can just see that it's mainly the same, but the colour's basically different. Ignore Paul's mustache there. The question some people might have is, if it's the same cover, is it the same track list? Well, the short answer to that is yes and no. So I'll go through a track list now and tell you what's different and what's the same. So one of the Beatles' first singles was I Wanna Hold Your Hand, and its B-side is This Boy. Now why do I bring that up? The first two tracks on this album are I Wanna Hold Your Hand and I Saw Her Standing There. Now, I know I said This Boy, but where does I Saw Her Standing There come from? I Saw Her Standing There, I'm pretty sure was not released as a single until after the release of the first album. But I Wanna Hold Your Hand, the single, then I Saw Her Standing There. And then the third track on the album is This Boy. And then although the tracks I've mentioned on this album already aren't on this album, what tracks are? Well, after This Boy, it won't be long, the start of the album with the Beatles plays. So after This Boy, basically the album just plays as with the Beatles. So if no one understood what I mean there, after This Boy and It Won't Be Long plays, literally it just starts this album. But it ends after Not a Second Time and skips the last song on the track, Money. No, wrong track. But as I said, the album somewhat stays similar to this, because after the track Till There Was You, it skips the songs Please Mr. Postman, Roll Over Beethoven, and goes straight to the song Hold Me Tight. And then once again we skip You Really Gotta Hold On To Me, straight to I Wanna Be Your Man. Okay, then we skip The Devil in Her Heart, straight to Not a Second Time, and then Money, as I explained, is not on this album. Obviously, if you saw me holding this, what does the back of the album look like? Well, it's sort of a newspaper article. You've got the track list, then you've got a picture of the boys, and here you have a name, the names of the boys, and then it says blah blah blah, you read about them, and then here is the writing. Is the writing the same? This is what's on the back of this. No, it is not. This is a new, obviously it's not a new, but it's obviously for this album it's a new I don't know what it's called, a new back written for it. Overall, if we got this album, this single, and this album, and somehow mixed it all together, we would have this album, Meet the Beatles. By the way, I'm not the smartest with this stuff, but I'm pretty sure the name here is sometimes Brown. But I have one where it is red. This is a red title of the Beatles, not the brown one. I don't know what the relevance of. I'm pretty sure this is like an earlier pressing of the brown ones, but obviously don't ask me. I'm not the don't really know about text and fonts or whatever. But anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you like this video and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one.